Alright, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. Today we are going to the demilitarized zone between South and North Korea. This one's a little North Korean nerd. She seems to know everything about North Korea that there is to know. So she'll be our tour guide today.
Yeah.
But we're going on a proper tourist excursion. So we will have our own little tour guide.
Yeah, in North Korean defector.
Yeah, we will have a talk by a North Korean defector today. First stop is the tour office, which is very formal. We have to take our passports. Yeah, I have the passports. Should probably check, but I'm 95% sure I have the passports. And then we'll get the bus up to the demilitarized zone, and then we will see. Made it on time, navigated the subway. Now we'll go show our passports at the tour office. Maybe get some breakers, a little bit hungry. We had our speedy breakfast. Now, checking in to our tour. So now we are at Odusan Observatory. At the closest point it's 450 meters away from North Korea. But this point we're looking at with binoculars is about 2 kilometers. And Katarina's just seen a North Korean person wandering around outside their little house. So if you look over my shoulder, anything over there is North Korea basically. And we are in Republic of Korea, or South Korea. Only thing is that we've come on probably the mistiest, foggiest day, so I can't really see so much. So this area here, right there, is where they were blasting out all the propaganda down to North Korea, but they've turned that off now because of all the talks. Did you see anyone? Yeah.
In there. And then this one, the statue of Kim Il-sung, the first leader of Korea. 1 year or something. Over 1 year, it depends, but 5 months, I think it's quite limited time to come to the river again of her. So first of all, she went to China, and it took about 3 months, and then go to Thailand, about 2 months, staying there 2 months.
Well, we just had a talk and a video which was led by a lady called Park, and she was a North Korean defector, And yeah, we had the opportunity to ask her quite a few questions, and yeah, it was pretty moving and emotional actually. Hear her personal story, and in relation to current events with Trump and Kim Jong-un summit next week. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, pretty tough listening. Now we are at, I can't remember the name, something park, which is the most southern point you can get to without bringing your passport. So right behind me, which you can see over my shoulder there, that is the CCL, the Civilian Control Line, basically the south border of the Demilitarized Zone, which we'll be going into after lunch, but for now we're just having a little browse around this, yeah, something park, but it has the memorial just here, and also Freedom Bridge that they passed over South Korean soldiers back to South Korea after the Korean War. So we're gonna go check that out now. Did you make it play this music?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go check out the rusty train. Don't really know what it is, but I think it was one of the last trains to pass between North and South Korea. Turns out to not be the last train. It just happens to be a train that was caught up in basically the whole war. Where are you?
Almost in North Korea.
Yeah, you're almost there. This is the JSA. We're deep inside the military border now. Only thing is, it's just a picture. It's the photo zone. So I think all of this behind us is the south border CCL. So the furthest you can come before there's military presence. No, not military presence. A lot of military presence, but it's called the Demilitarized Zone. So there's a bit of irony. Here she is. Now we are off for lunch. Hungry. Some bibimbap. Bibimbap.
You can get to the borderline within 10 minutes from here. Yeah. Or from the inside, like this, from the window, because there are many.
Yeah. Now we're at Dorasan station, which is the most northernly station on the border from south to north. And yeah, basically it's a symbol of hope that one day the train station will open. So hopefully one day the station will open and you'll be able to get the train to Pyongyang. So it's just 200 kilometers from Pyongyang and 50 kilometers from Seoul. And there is one train that runs here every day from Seoul to this station, but then obviously it gets stopped. Can go no further. But interestingly, they did complete the whole railroad from here all the way to Pyongyang. So it's ready to rock and roll. When that day happens, who will know? And eventually all the way to Europe, Russia, China. Their dream is to go to Paris and connect it to the Eurostar. Should be pretty cool. So this is Dorasan Observatory, North Korea, just over there. Just been checking through the old binoculars. Saw some people, even saw a car, and there's a giant flag of North Korea on the horizon. Now we are off to the third Infiltration Tunnel, which is a tunnel dug by North Korean defectors, I think. Underground? Oh no, North Korean infiltrators, not defectors, trying to invade South Korea. But I think you can't film there, so we'll have a little pause, some B-roll. So we just went down the tunnel, which was pretty tiring, to say the least, in a very confined space. One point it was 150 centimeters. So fortunately we were given hard hats, which saved my head about 10 times.
Yeah.
So I hit it a lot. 73 meters below the ground and within 170 meters from the border. Alright, that's the end of our trip. So we're going back on the bus, heading back to Seoul. Good day, interesting, enlightening, and moving.